and just trying to make it all work. That's all.
And unfortunately, her family made their jobs to be Sonya. Like working for Sonya is their job.
So is it really her fault then? Really Sonya's fault that she's this way, or do you think that maybe her family is the contributing factor
I think
in
it's
her
both.
being
It's
so
both.
self-centered?
I think it's both because I'm pretty sure you just don't wake up and be a track star. Sonya probably been running tracks since she was little, and so as she got these habits were created when she was probably young, all the way to now. But at a certain time, like you'll say, you gotta look at self and see like, hey, if you see that your sister in your relationship is always rocky, always, you might want to, dive into it and think about it.
Right, but I think too, like we saw in another episode, I don't think her sister. I think she is now, but I don't think her sister speaks up enough.
It's okay. I just think y'all need to communicate better.
Or gets angry enough at Sonya for Sonya to realize this is really an issue. I think she's just now realizing that, maybe I am this way. So it's like, that's why I say I don't know if 100%, 90%, or even 80% that is Sonya's fault that she's this way. If her family has been enabling her, if they've always been pushing her in the front because she is the one, that's a star, or the one that's producing, the one that's bringing, money in or whatnot.
But I think she probably knows because think about it, that's her personality.
Sonya.
Yeah. Other people in her life or other people she came in contact with, probably not her family. That stuff still spills into those other areas of your life too.
Yeah, but then people can be bandwagoners. I just want to hang around to be in the light of.
No, but if we gonna say she got a best friend, don't know who her best friend is. 9 out of 10, your best friend will probably tell you. Amber, your husband probably tell you like certain stuff. Like
it depends.
I think other people that's not as close will say something eventually. So it's not like her family won't. I don't believe her family are the first people to tell her. I believe
that she's self-centered.
Yeah, or they're like she's doing this stuff.
Yeah, I think she's heard it before, but I don't think it's to a point where it's been serious.
That's why I say at a point when you keep, like you said, when you keep hearing the same thing from multiple people, you got to do some self-work, some self-evaluation. Like, all right, blah blah blah. Sonya's almost, if she's not, she's almost 40.
But I think people have been dealing with her with kitty gloves. So they're saying it. Like even with her sister, she's fussing at her, but it's so monotone, and there's no anger, and there's hostility behind it. But there's no like I'm tired of this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's still not driving the message home.
Like I have responsibilities. I actually have no idea what the plan is for today. I am unhappy.
She's like, the girl break down crying about her talking to her like that. You think what's gonna happen when she get to yelling at her?
That's what I'm saying, but it's not sticking. But it's not sticking, and maybe that's her thing too. You fuss at a little bit at Sonya, she breaks down and starts crying. You back off.
I did say before previous.
Back off, and it's over.
I said previous. I said she's a crybaby.
Just give me some grace if you feel I have an attitude, because I'm disgruntled. That's all. Don't cry. Don't cry if you make up.
Somebody need to put their foot in there.
No, or they can do, if you feel that so much strong, do what the son or brother-in-law did. Quit. If you don't want to yell at her, step out.
But that goes to, like I was saying, as far as family businesses. As a family, and certain cultures have family values are strong. Mm-hmm. So you can see in her particular culture, family is important. And if we want family to succeed, and it should be that way, I don't think that the solution is quitting. The solution is we're going to have a real conversation. But we got to pull up that wig and throw down. It's got to be a real conversation. Then we're going to get past it, and then we're going to move forward. But we're not going to just let stuff fall apart.
But at what cost? You lose yourself, you be unhappy for years.
But you're unhappy because you're not talking about it.
But what happens if you do and it doesn't change? So they are communicating with her. No. She's not listening.
Like her, even like
you just said, they're not being hard enough.
That's what I'm saying.
People can't take hard, but they're still having conversation with her. Like
not the sister talking
to her. What's the right conversation? You're playing with my life. You're sitting there. You're not taking it serious. Everything is on your time. Like I believe what she's saying is direct. Like you might say, it's no aggression behind it.
It's like how certain people hear information. Some people, like you just can't be nice to some people. Mm-hmm. You can't ask some people. You just can't ask them, hey, could you stop doing this? And then they'll stop. Mm-hmm. But you got to be like that with some people. Unfortunately, it's not a nice thing to do, but it is that way. Everybody doesn't respond the same way to the same type of verbal communication.
And right, and some people don't respond to it at all.
Right, but even in this episode, we even see Sonya's friend tell Sonya that you and your sister, you're not communicating properly. You need to find a better way to find a better way to communicate. So that's the issue. The issue is, like I said, the way that Sonya's sister is, to me, it's like under her breath she's saying things, little things. Every so often she'll, throw a little jewel out there, like call her a dingbat, but it's not hitting. You can see it's not hitting. Message is not being delivered.